Hi everyone, this is Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This week ending 3/20 of 2022, the stock was TWLO. This happened on Monday the 14th. It was based on a 60-minute DTS breakdown play with an entry on a 2-minute major resistance DSS. It was advanced management and reward to risk of 3.4 to 1. As usual, before we begin looking at this chart in the details, what is free for the free members of DTS this week? Nothing. Nothing going on this week, but be sure to check out that free stuff page. There are 2 events going on this week that are keeping us busy, but they're for DTS Seminar Program members on Tuesday night and Thursday night. This is the daily chart of TWLO, and this is what it looked like the day before the trade. And then on this particular day, we're in a gap down just a little bit and then run back up into the prior day's trading range and leave a little bar. Doesn't look like much. But you know, one of my big themes is that you have to learn to make money from ordinary moves. There is an event on the free stuff page about that if you want to listen to it. I think it's critical to your success. Hourly chart, this is where the strategy formed. When I was scanning, I saw this hourly chart. I liked it a lot. It's in that little range. It's going to be a breakdown. The next morning, what happened was we gapped down underneath it a little bit and then rallied back into the base and then fell. That running back into the base is where I got my entry. The best chart here to see the whole trade is the 5-minute chart in this case. Entry came on the 5-minute chart right around 10:20. We opened down there. We ran back up into the consolidation. And then not on that high, but on the subsequent high, shorting underneath 133.40 stop over 135.50 that happened around 10:20 approximately. Hard to see the entry in there, but what's important to understand is notice that I shorted in the middle of that whole mess in there. And an important concept that I teach is that you learn strategies and you learn entries as separate concepts. So there was a strategy in place here. I wasn't sure how high we would go. Once we started to make this lower high, really shorting almost anywhere in there would have been okay, but actually I did use an entry concept, but it came from the 1-minute chart. We'll see that in just a minute. The trade's underway. We began dropping and then all the way into lunch. Did a good job with target number 1 here. Took it all the way into lunch and trailed it out right on that green bar when it went over that prior pivot high, took half right there. The stock did drop some more, trailed out the second half in a similar manner right around 2 o'clock, didn't go much lower. Pretty good management across the board, getting a nice little move out of that TWLO that day, trade done by 2 o'clock. Here's a 1-minute chart to get a little better view of that entry. The entry happened, there's where we opened, we ran up, and you can see the entry in here a little bit better. That was the high. There's our lower high. I actually was a little chicken and took it underneath that green bar right in there. So the entry concept here, I'm not a 1-minute chart trader. I don't scalp. That's not what I do. But in terms of refining entries, in terms of refining exits, in terms of refining stops, I'll often be down on a 1-minute chart once I know the area that I want to be in. Targets, of course, off the screen here because they happen later at a lower price, 127.12, 125.21. Hope this was helpful to you. If you like trades like this, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. You can go over to the DTS homepage at disciplinedtradingstrategies.com and figure out how to join us in the trading room if you would like to. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.